here on WCIA3, your local news leader.
There are many students that want to see change, but don't feel they have the voice to do it.
And some of them are taking on the challenge thanks to a new program in Urbana. And that program is breaking down a barrier between district leaders and students.
Those involved hope the changes they make today could help future students for years to come. More than 1,000 students walk the halls of Urbana High School every day, all of them from different backgrounds with different points of view. Now, Urbana's Board of Education is going to get a better idea of what they stand for, thanks to these three. Sophomore Parker Schroeder and freshman Michael Turner are the district's first ever Board of Education student ambassadors. Sophomore Ashley Ramos is an alternate.
I want to show the students that especially look like me that there's nothing wrong with standing out and fighting for what you think is right.
Well, I think it's an important job for someone to do, so I'm kind of honored.
This program started because board members want to know more about what students are going through and what they think about district-wide policies.
I feel that although it's easy for somebody from the board to come for a day or two, us students actually know what's going on a daily basis.
Ambassadors won't be able to vote or go into closed executive sessions, but they will serve as the voice of the student body. They'll study the agenda, chat with their peers, and then answer board members' questions or share concerns. Schroeder hopes this program leads to a behavior shift inside the school.
Yeah, I think if the students' opinions were heard, it would change a lot. And it might, motivate them because they actually feel like needed and heard.
Turner has a long list of changes he wants to see. One of them, a stronger presence of teachers to lessen hallway disruptions during passing periods.
There's already many staff members that have lots of great relationships with students, so if we put those staff members there, I think that would have a positive outcome.
Ramos is leading a charge to get other students involved.
I'm Hispanic, I'm Puerto Rican, so my first language will be Spanish. Not many Hispanic kids do a lot of stuff of this because some of them are scared or they're just not interested. So I'm trying to make that change. There were so many things I wanted to do when I was a kid, but I didn't get the chance because I was too shy, and I would have preferred that somebody would have do it first and then I would do it, but there was nobody who did it. So I'm trying to take the first step.
And while that first step can be a tall task, it's one all three ambassadors feel prepared to take on.
I want to make this school safer. I want to make sure every student that comes in here does not have to go home to their parents and say anything about not feeling safe. I just want this school to be the best that it can be.
Changes are already happening thanks to this ambassador program. Ramos asked if the board agenda could be written in Spanish to help not just her but other students as well, and the district agreed. So there will be a Spanish version of their board agenda going forward.
It's one of the busiest travel weeks of the year where you might